Heidi. How you doing? Heck yeah, you still got your emoji as that pig. That's pretty cool. What's up, William Shop? Glad to see you in there. Dad. Hello. Donna McGee. We got Rhinestone, Susie Q. Heck yeah. Joseph's in there. Heck yeah, that's awesome. You guys are having a heck of a conversation here before we got on here. Can you guys hear me okay? I waited a minute because the boss lady was kind of dragging her feet. She needed to go somewhere. And I'm like, I ain't starting this and running the risk of you stealing my live stream. So anyway, you guys hear me okay? Somebody give me some kind of indication there that everything's looking good. And be sure and hit the like button if you haven't already. But anyway, we know what we're going to do. I'm wondering if you can hear me. Am I no Espanol? What? Huh. Okay, all good. Thanks, William. All right, we're going to get at it. So today, the purpose of this live stream is I need a lot of welcome bears in the 30-inch or so range. And so I'm going to try to crank out 2 of them. Just the body's rough carved. We'll see, make sure these pieces of wood fit. These are roughly about 8 inches. And yeah, that'll be your welcome signs. Actually, they'll probably get cut down a little bit. But that's what we're shooting for. So I'm going to try to crank out 2 of these. And if we got time, I'm going to go up there and do some sawmilling. So let's see what happens. I haven't run this. Hey, Roy, what's going on? I haven't. Hey, plywood. Heck yeah. You got it, buddy. Anyway, I haven't run this Still 170 in a while. It doesn't want to stay running. It'll run as long as I'm giving it gas, though. All right, let's see what happens. Is up there close enough? Let's see. See what I mean? I let it go, it dies. Whatever. We'll keep going with it. Is up there close enough? have to. Anyway, I got to get a bar out here so I can scoop that baby up. If you haven't hit the like already, be sure and hit it. Heck yeah. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? Glad to see you. All right, let me get this 16 out and see if we can dig this out where the sign's supposed to sit and go from there. Uh-oh, FedEx is here. Wonder what they want. See what I mean? I'm under attack. It's the FedEx truck. He's back. Hey, let's not tell this dude. Let's not tell this dude he's on live stream or do that or whatever. Let's see what we get here. Ever walk down here, he's gonna take the tree down and freaking tree trimmer FedEx truck. You know what I mean? I have no idea what's coming out of the back of this truck. So Haley's getting married, and she's got herself on some registry, and stuff just keeps showing up here like crazy. I mean, it's pretty funny what all comes up. All right. Hey, how's it going? Box of Walmart. I'll blame my wife for that. All right. Hey, you have a good day. Wife part. Yeah. Kate's on part. It's fair in Boston. Yeah, I got it probably. That sign up there. Yeah. That's what I do for fun. I change all part. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Have a good day. Oh, what do we got in this box? Yeah, Haley. It's Haley. Well, that's kind of fun. You think the guy realized that I was videoing him? I don't know. Anyway, let's turn this back around and get to it. Yeah, he's like, I don't know if you guys could hear him. He's like, what are you doing? I'm chainsaw carving. He's like, asking, is it TikTok? I'm like, YouTube. I think he's checking it out right now. That'd be pretty cool, you know? Heck yeah. Hey, Perry, what's going on? All right, let's get up with it. Get my headphones back on. And man, is it humid. It's not hot, but it's humid. Like, same thing, right? Get that out of the way. Yeah, but nice kid. He's curious about what I was doing, live streaming and all that. So you just never know. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get that straightened out. And I know I was off, way off, wasn't I? Heck yeah. Anyway, hit the like if you haven't already. Let's get going with this baby and keep going. Make it relaxing. We're working on relaxing carving. getting there. Not too bad, not too good. Hope you guys are having a good time. Be sure to hit that like button. Heck yeah. Hey, what's going on, Say It Studio? Glad to see you. All right, we keep right on rocking. Get this thing adjusted just a little bit. And she's coming along nicely. I think this is satisfying carving. Maybe I'm dumb. What do you guys think so far? Not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. That's where we try to be. Heck yeah. All right, we'll keep right on and rocking. Now, this one hadn't run in a while either. I mean, I'm let's turn that dude around and let's do the backside, give it a little butt cheeks and stuff. I gotta remember though, I got a screw in it. Actually, I probably ought to just move the screw, you know. But yeah, we'll give him a little bit, just a little bit of detail in the back, you know, be kind of nice. There we go. All right, let's do it. I hit it. Oh, we'll find out. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I don't know. My eyes, something was weird there. I thought it was like a ½ inch to the side or something. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I say we herring. Turn him around, but I want to use that little saw for that and give him like some fingers, you know, they give him little paws, you know, just some little pokes. Nothing serious. Hey, Mohammed. Hey, what's going on, Colt? I'm being good today. Yeah, just so you know, be sure and hit that like button. All right, let's get into giving us guys some hair with this little fella. Yeah. Oh, I love this thing. There's a box in the garage there for you that came from FedEx. And I told him, I was like, yeah, she gets stuff from the wedding registry. And the guy got mad and he said, you need to tell people, go to the store and get it. They're tired of bringing stuff here. looks good. Good enough. Good enough for government work anyway. If that makes any sense. Probably not. It shouldn't make sense. I'm not in the government. Let's see. 35 minutes. Okay. What do you guys think? Should we make another one? I think we should make another one. And you might not think we should make another one, or you might think we should make another one. Anyway, that's what we got. Got a big old block of poplar hanging off of him with a sign that says, welcome, go away. You know, give me some beer. I don't know, something. Hey, he needs a little curvature right there. Let's fix it. And then we'll put on another one. Cute little bear. This cute little welcome bear. That's what we're shooting for. You know, crank out some of these. We're going to need them. We're definitely going to need them. Now this other piece I got is a little, the other half, it come out on an angle. And it's 33 inches. So it's going to be a little bit taller piece, but basically the exact same thing. Well, I don't know about exact, none of them are exact, but you know what I mean. Okay. I'm going to put I'll put 2 screws in this one. Seems like so. There's a piece right there. Okay, yeah. That would help, wouldn't it? All right. Yeah, let's screw that baby down. See what we get. I think I'm going to put 2 screws in it there where I think the feet are going to end up being. So, man, I'll tell you what. That's awfully funny. Yeah, I mean, it is tilted a little bit. You know, I don't know. I mean, I got to take it or leave it, really. I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just cut it. We'll cut it. I don't know, because what if I set off the block, sit on the ground for see what you got. How far forward does it lean? I didn't think it was that bad when it's sitting on the ground. It could just be the stand is pretty level. Let's see. So, not really. No, it's not bad. Okay. It's the stand. So, I guess what I could do, that's even better. Yeah. Yeah, it's not leaning toward me anymore. Okay. Let's put 2 screws in it this time. But either way you go, they're only helping so much because the front end's not held down at all. And then, I don't even know how good a contact I'm making. I need to get some like 6-inch ledger locks because sometimes I go into this block and just from where I've gouged the block, I don't even hit nothing. You just never know. But anyway, that's that. Let's see what we got. What are we up to? Up to 55 likes? Okay. Hopefully we can get another 55 likes by the time we're done with this. So let's start on our second project. Be the same thing though. What's up, Susie Q? William Shop, Wood Shop, Donna McGee, Rhinestone, Suzanne, heck yeah. What's up, Perry? Glad to see you, buddy. Okay, let's get her done. We'll get started on this one. Run her till she runs out of fuel and then put some more in it. I don't know. I might go ahead and use this, no, use this one. All right. cut that block out of the center with the 16-inch bar, which the 16-inch bar is barely getting through there, actually. But heck yeah, I'm having a good time. Hope you're having a good time. If you ain't having a good time, quit being so serious. It just seemed like that piece was just like it didn't want to leave, did it? Anyway, hit the like if you haven't already, and we'll keep right on going. Let me get the big saw out and start, or little saw out, and start getting some more head detail going. Oh, it's off, dummy. thing. Hope you guys are having a good time. I'm trying to hustle so that we can get up here to the sawmill too. But let's dump some fuel in there. Y'all be sure and hit the like button and we'll keep right on rocking. Hey, we got 55 of the rubies. Heck yeah. Woohoo! Hi, Murray and Duran. Hello, hello. All right, let's dump some fuel in here. Take me a minute. Check the fuel, check the oil. If you need one, you should need the other. Or at least half need the other. Something like that. But yeah, I don't think it'd be too bad, and I think we're going to make it up to the mill. I've got a log on it. I already fired it up, cut a couple pieces off the top, or they were all branch pieces. I cut them off just so that I wouldn't have to deal with that dumb stuff later, and to give me an idea how it was going to fit, and if I was going to need a chainsaw to prune that log a little bit as we go, milling it. And I think I'm going to totally board this one, because I'll tell you what, flat pieces, me and the boss lady already kind of argued about flat pieces, and in the end, last year she was right. Like, flat pieces just didn't seem to sell as good as 3D stuff. This year, we're selling a heck of a lot of 3D stuff, or two-dimensional wall hanging stuff. So I want to have a bunch. You know, I'm going to make a bunch, have a bunch, and I mean, you guys seen it. I can crank out 4, 5, 6 of them things in a couple hours. You know, there's no reason not to make a bunch of them. So that's going to be that entire log is going to end up being flat pieces. At least right now. I could change my mind and decide to like carve a last. I don't know. I got a spaz. I don't know what I'm doing from 1 minute to the next. Like that sound? Ba 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 ba. All right. Yeah, I think he's ready for some hair.
Heck yeah.
A little bit of hair, a lot of hair. Heck yeah. You got it. Tell her she needs to be louder, right? Tell her quit half hecking. What's up, Tina? Glad to see you. What's up, Radar? Heck yeah. Hey, Matthew. What's up, buddy? Hey, Todd. What do you know? Glad to see you. Check out LJ Woodworks. He's an awesome bowl turner. Heck yeah. All right, I'm gonna start hairing this guy. Oh, we didn't do the back. Yeah. Well, I'm picking him up. Let me tell you, after a couple, 3 weeks of hardly picking up any other saw, except for the 2511P, I'm getting, my arms are getting a really good workout today. But I haven't picked up a bigger saw for any kind of period of time. And let me tell you that the hose former is heavy. It's got that protective plate on the bottom of it. It's got the inertia start thing, EV assist start, whatever you call it, your mom something or other. And it's heavy. It's the heaviest one of all those saws. It's like a 170 class saw, you know. But heck yeah, let's give this guy a little butt swoop real quick, just like we did the other one. We got enough fuel, and then we will use that little saw and hair him up. All right. Not too bad, not too bad either, not too bad. And I'm drawing a line up there. I'm going to use a little one for the head. If that makes any sense, I was working too hard. At least I think I was working too hard. What do you guys think? All right, I think he's done for now. Not too bad until we burn them. What kind of time we got? Man, we got a lot of time too. All right, so hey, I might as well go ahead and burn them. I don't know. And then we'll go up there to the, I don't know. Look, if I go up to the mill and it takes longer than I thought it was going to take, then shame on me. So let's go to the mill. I mean, we can set these off to the back. I can finish this crap anytime. But, you know, milling, you know, I don't get to do it very much, let alone share it. So let's get up there and do that. Heck yeah, cupcake challenge. Did you guys see the cupcake challenge? Okay, let's walk up here and hopefully we can keep some good signal. Already down to two bars on the Wi-Fi, but I don't know why it wouldn't work okay. Oh no, it went to LTE. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. There, okay. Did we lose you for a second? That's a problem. Well, the problem is I just tried to do it, Bill, and I lost signal. Did you guys notice I lost signal when I went up there? So there's two cars in the garage in the way of the getting up to the mill, you know. And so when I went up there, I lost signal. Did you guys notice it? I don't know. I mean, it seemed pretty crummy, I guess is what I'm trying to ask. I don't know. And if that's the case, I might just have to keep carving. I don't know. I really would like to go up there. You didn't notice it, William? Okay, so I'll tell you what. We'll go back up and see if I can keep it. But when I went up there before, I lost it. I mean, my phone said I lost it. Let's see. Right now, I'm still showing 3 bars. So we're going to find out. Okay. To me, I don't know why I would lose it. But it just kind of is what it is. Let's see. All right, so right now, I'll show I got 3. And look, disclaimer, I don't know what I'm doing here. But I mean, I've only cut up 3 logs with this thing. And so, it's just a good time, you know. I don't know how satisfying it'll be. I just hope I can keep signal. You know, that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. Because for me, it showed... like right now it's dropping down to 2. So it showed me that I went to LTE, which means I get bad signal. And anyhow, we're just going to have to see how it goes. Okay. All right. I know right now it's good. You're probably not going to hear me talk much. I don't know what I'm doing, but you can watch. How about that? Wonder if I could get a little bit, see, when I do that, I lose a bar. Let's just stay like that. Cause right there, I got 3. And we'll just do that. We'll stay right there. Okay. All right, good enough. All right, let's see. So I'm making flat pieces, and I don't know what I'm doing. I know enough to know that I don't know. So I've already got this set up to cut a skim scrap piece. So that's what I'm gonna cut first. All right, what do we got? Gentle way on top. Hello, how's it going? What's up, Mark? How you doing? All right, glad to have you. All right, let's cut this first piece. I got to turn my water on, which just dawned on me. I don't know. Awesome. Oh yeah, keep leaking. Okay, good. That's our first useless piece. I mean, if you were going to do something like, I don't know, you're decorate like I decorated my building, put a piece there. I mean, you can carve some stuff in that, but I mean, it's really thin at most spots other than where the knots are at. So I'll just check it over here and cut up and sell it for campfire wood. At least that's the plan. So I got that little piece cut off. Let's see how many more we can get. Right thickness is 6 down. That was 7. That looks good. Check it out. He was living in there. He got decapitated in the battle. I don't know. He's still kicking, but he ain't got no head. Oh, well, anyway. ended up making a decent piece. Not too bad. That's where that bug was living. Let's see. I don't know what kind of bug he is. My hands will probably turn green here in a minute. Alright. Now I'm getting into good stuff, but might have to cut some off here and there. I don't know. Here it looks good. There I definitely got to trim off a little bit. Get that off when we get back. And there's a knot here, and I'm gonna have to make it good. And I'm not walking back down here to get my headphones. I don't care. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not that I don't care. It's that I don't care as much as I should. I could get a different one. Can you believe that? I brought the saw up here. I had the saw planned out, except I never put the gas in the fuel. Or in the fuel in the gas. Fuel in the gas. Fuel in the gas, gas in the fuel. Never forgot it. Okay, hold on. This is the 16 order. You think I was up there to get the headphones. I can tell you, a 50 gauge bar is too much for this 171. It's just kind of, it ain't got that kind of ball. If this comes out good, I'm going to end up with some 21 inch stuff. It's going to be nice stuff. Really nice stuff. Alright, which is as white as I can go. So they got this little thing on there too. You're supposed to keep the book with the machine in there, but it's not in there. I don't know why. That tube likes to pop off. Okay. 6. Inch and 3/4 at 6 turns, nice wide. That's a really nice wide piece. And make nice stuff with it. You know what I mean? That's what's nice about it. Make really nice stuff. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna get our next one? What I want. Punch it back and see where we're at. So I hit here. But I don't think it's this. No, I think I can get this. If not, I'll come and cut it off. Well, let's go ahead and try. Make one great big piece of that, or I can make a bunch of smaller ones. I can make a great big fish out of that. I mean, there's so many things I can do with it. I mean, that's nice stuff. I'm pretty happy with that too. So that's 3. If I don't drop them and crack them. I guess you never know. Hey, we got $2 and 185 of them. Hey, Woodchucker Caleb, be sure to check him out. see right there where it was up against it, and I just started shoving real hard. And it made it. So there you go. So I was at the point where I got to change everything. So I'll move that back, and I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna move it back and roll a log over, and we're gonna go a different angle. Yeah, roll that baby back. What happens is this side here, the log stops. Now I would hit them if I went any further. So that's half a log, or just pretty much half a log. I don't know, something like that. And don't ask me too many questions because I don't know what I'm doing. It's all flying by the seat of my pants. Yeah, this is all right, right? Here's what I'm talking about. So these stops, I was at the point where I hit that. So I take them, change them out. I have these little nubby stops, got a welded stop in it. First things first, put that down so it's facing outside. We'll take this one out. Did y'all know daddy longlegs are supposed to have the worst venom of any spider? But they don't have no fangs, so they can't bite you. They can't hurt you. But then I think I heard that they're not even really a spider. I don't know. It looks like a spider to me. What do you think? Okay. Sorry, buddy. I just didn't want to kill you. Hopefully you survived. You didn't survive. It's your fault. I tried. Okay. You need to get a log roller. Okay. You don't have what you need? No. I got what I need. I need what I want. How about that? Okay, that's up against the stops. No reason to even tighten them. They ain't going nowhere. You can see the water still balling out of there. So this is where it's tricky. Like this only goes back so far, and I gotta try to get that connect to that somehow. I may not even be able to do it. I might have to do this a different way. So this piece here is pretty daggone wide. And these don't come up high. Yeah, don't you know? You probably need to figure out a way to do it over that way some more. Okay. Okay, rethinking, which was the problem. I was thinking, this is what got me into this mess. Alright. Bring these up some. And then now, getting this piece level, that's going to be the trick. I'm not going to. I'm going to have a waste cut. That's all there is to it. Let's see. Hey, not as dumb as I thought it was. Close, but not quite. Close to as dumb as I thought it was. How's that? Can I cut that? You can if you chainsaw off a little bit more. Okay. So, now level. That don't look nice. If I got a little bit crooked piece. I mean, it's chainsaw hard. We're not building a house. You know what I mean? Why you should care? Why? Because you should care. Okay. All right, I care. You happy? That don't sound very sincere. Yeah, you're not. It's clearly you when I'm fighting it. What we got? We're just going to have a waste piece like that. That's what firewood's for, right? I'll have to retighten this probably after the first cut. That's pretty good. It seems like it. I don't have much of a bite down there, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm going to have a a waste cut to start with, no matter what. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says. Don't want to get hurt, he says. hope we get 2 out of this before I gotta re-rig it again. How are we doing on the service? Doing all right? Yeah, don't look too bad. Heck yeah. Anyway, it's just kind of fight. You know, you work with it, you figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing. Had wonky end in it on this end here, and I did it down here a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch thinner anyway, and it still come out wonky, but it is what it is. I can use it. I can still use it. It's not perfect for it, but I can still use it. Grab it now. I want to find out, because if I can, then I know I'll come out for at least one, but it still seems too wide. Yeah, it's going to be too wide. I'll just be fighting myself if I do it. And I can get one more cut on it, like that. The trick's going to be trying to get that thing level. At least I have something to look at, I think. That looks pretty good, but we'll clamp. Let's find out. So I'm only going for one more, so I'm going to clamp it high. So I got the best odds of it being a good clamp. That looks good. Now, how's the other one going to do? Screwed up? I mean, I shouldn't say is this one going to screw it up, because if anybody's going to screw it up, it's going to be me. Alright? At least I can admit it, right? We'll see how much that made. Okay. Let's see how far it took it off. It really didn't. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know how stable that's going to be when it gets to cutting, but let's see, something up to. That should be right. And then from there I can roll it over. Let's see. And that looks good. It's just I don't know if it's gonna stay. I mean, it looks good, you just never know, but then the torque of that thing can knock it off. What do you guys think? We ain't doing too bad. We're almost up to 2 hours and we got this log almost cut up. I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, that's a nice one. Really nice piece. Okay. Now I know I'll be able to. Come on, baby. Yeah, now I know I can roll, baby. But they don't know much. I don't know much, but I know I hate you. That may be why I turn the channel. I like coming up with stuff like that. Maybe that's a neat tool. So I got this at auction. Crazy story about the auction. And I thought I was getting a 36. I was supposed to be getting a 36, but for a whole lot more money. And they mistagged them, and they gave the 36s to the guy, or 32s, I'm sorry, 32s to somebody that was supposed to be getting these 26s. Well, what happened was they were stuck with them if somebody didn't take them. So I told that guy, I said, you know, these been going somewhere between 11 and 1,500 bucks, and he says, can you meet me in the middle? I said, how about 1,200? And he said, yeah, okay, sounds fair. Because I didn't screw it up. Actually, he didn't screw it up either. So other people that he's trusting to do the work did, and tagging and stuff right. So I ended up getting this sawmill for $1,237 out the door. And for what I've been able to do with it, you know, I don't need a serious tool for serious work. You know, I'm just a guy trying to make pieces for chainsaw carvings, and so it works out pretty good. For me, it didn't cost much. It's not very technical. I'm not very technical, so you know that kind of works out really well. Hey, there's Daddy Longleg. He come back. He's like, I missed you, buddy. Don't miss me. I missed you too with my shotgun. Yeah, what's that? Okay, so there's that. And one more, it's like, I think I'll get 3 more cuts. One will be a waist cut. 2 to 3 more cuts. One for sure will be a waist cut, and we'll go from there. Hey, 136 likes. That's a good day. Can't complain. What's up, Michael S? Heck yeah. Hey, Pilato. I caught a little bit of Pilato the other day. I think that was Saturday? Yeah. I didn't say nothing, because what happens, Pilato, I comment, and then I got to talk to people, and I'm so busy I just don't have time. And I hate to sound like a jerk. Look, it's just the truth. Both my kids are getting married this year. I've got like 11 or 12 shows for the year, and I got to mix. I'm busy as hell. How about that? There, that was the way to put it off. I'm busy. Okay, so I'm trying not to get caught too much having a conversation when I'm trying to get work done. I'm gonna stop and watch for a minute. My schedule was ridiculous. think I can get 2 full pieces out of that wider piece, and I can still make like little gnomes or something out of this. So this side here is pretty good. When you get out here, it's kind of spunky. So with this spunky stuff, it'd be nicer if you're carving something that's kind of more focused in the middle, and you don't have to use much of that. So we'll see how it happens. But anyway, it is what it is. How are we going here so far? Still got good signal and stuff? Yeah, it looks like it. Heck yeah. All right. Should be one more cut. All right, let's see what happens. Crank this baby up way high. Get it up high where it's easy for my tarp. I put a tarp on it and I lock it down with pitch pins and it keeps that thing perfectly dry. Fibers get in it. Apparently you can see that by that daddy long leg, you know. But oh, tension. This is always gotta get tension off of it. There we go, that's good. And I mean I learned that, I guess I didn't learn it the hard way, but I learned that the semi-hard way. Okay, shut my water off. Put that back there and let's see what we get out here. Then I'll have to get my machine out and take them down there and put them in. I think I can get around Haley's car. I don't know. That's hard to say. Actually, it's bossy. So that one ended up being pretty thin, but I thought yeah, I could go one way or I could go the other. And I mean, you know, I can make something out of that. I mean, it's like a inch and an eighth maybe, something like that. I could definitely make something with it, but I'd rather have the money in a little wider piece. You know, if that makes any sense. And so that's what I went with this one to get the 1 3/4 out of it. So that's it. Here's my pile of wood. Pretty good pile. Is anybody live streaming tonight? Just wondering if anybody's live streaming. Let me know. Let's see. Are you gonna do it, Chucker? Hey, Rainier, MD, Ablers. How you doing? Heck yeah. All right, Shops is going on 9 p.m. my time. Heck yeah, good deal. We will be there at least for a little bit. You all know I fall asleep a lot listening to you guys. Yeah, you should get some subliminal messages, you know, in your chat. You know, like bear it up and eat all the donuts. Bear it up and eat all the donuts. You know, you play it backwards. It tells you to go kill all the donuts at Walmart. You know what I mean? Get all the walnuts, get all the donuts and smash them. Oh, you're not on tonight? Okay. 10-4. Yeah. Man, see the picture at your own eyes. Oh, I wonder what was it, Bigfoot? If not, it probably wasn't that interesting. If you have not hit the like, hit the like. It'd be nice to get up to 150 just while we're doing a little cleanup here. So I guess I'll go ahead and get my machine out and come scoop these pieces up real quick. Shouldn't take me very long, should it? There we go. All right, I'll be here momentarily. Yeah, I can't get past it. There ain't no way. But I can at least scoop them up. I tried to be slick. It did not work. Look, sometimes you just gotta get it together, get out there and lump the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're 2 likes short of 150. I'd be all right, especially for a Tuesday. Unless you're in Rio Linda, California, then it's probably still home. I'd say if you lived in Detroit, every day would be a month. If you had a job. I guess if you didn't have a job, every day would be Friday, right? Don't make any sense. Oh, I gotta get that last one. That's the one the bug was living in. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna have to put my bucket on and clean this sawdust up, because I'll tell you what, two logs worth of milling actually makes quite a bit of trash. You know, I mean, it really not too bad, not too good. But anyhow, I'll show you what I was talking about. Now look, they make covers. You can get you a nice cover. But you know, here at Bear and the Boss Lady compound, we tend to do things the hillbilly hilljack way. You know, nothing wrong with that. You know, how can I best, and look, the best time to put your tarp on is when the engine is hot. Now, you may be saying that doesn't make any sense. Why would the best time to put the tarp on be when the engine is hot? And the reason for that is, when the engine is hot, the tarp will melt and it will conform to the engine and stick to the engine. So you always want to do it when it's hot. And it smells really good. Like the next time you use it, it just kind of has this burnt plastic aroma. It's kind of like them, kind of like this Canadian wildfires. You know, they really didn't smell like wildfires at all. They smell like, you know, trash burning, a trash facility is on fire. That's what the wildfires really smell like to me. And look, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist. I'm not a huge one. You know, I'm not saying that all things are conspiracy, but look, the bottom line is, every now and then there is a conspiracy. And if you don't believe that, you're a fool. Okay, all right, let's see what you got. Hey, just every now and then. I'm not saying every time. I just know it sure smelled like garbage to me. I don't know. I know what you're saying. Oh, you can't hear. You wear glasses, you can't see. You probably don't have no sense of smell either. Now, I can't argue that. And why can't I argue that? Well, I used tobacco products for 22 years. I was a complete fool, which anybody who uses tobacco products is. Hey, y'all can't get mad because I've done it. Anyhow, just saying, oh, he hurt my feelings. He said if I use tobacco, I'm a fool. Yep, and I was too. Deal with it. Put your big boy pants on. Quit smoking. There you go. Quit dipping. Quit doing that stuff. Drop the guns out. Watch the brain out. Food tastes better. Everything works better. Your heart works better. Your pepper works better. Everything. If you're a guy, everything improves when you quit smoking. So the only reason to do it is because you hate yourself. That's it. That's the only reason. And when I come to realize that, you know, it's like, hey, you know, you can't do this. It's a pretty unclean habit. You can't care about yourself and do it. You know, the right thing to do is quit. Anyhow, and I can say that as a 22-year former smoker. Anybody says, oh, I can't believe this guy's running down. Hey, I will tell you. I do it, so I know. It's not like I don't have experience on, well, he's judging me if I smoke. No, I ain't judging you can smoke. I ain't judging nobody. Jesus is the judge. How about that? He got that divine power given to you. I'm just telling you, if you do, you're done. Quit using tobacco. Food tastes better. Everything's better. Without it. Okay, all right. Anyway, that's how you do it. Around here at the Bird and the Boss Lady compound, you go to an army base, you punch a guy in the mouth, take the tarp, you run away. You come home, and oh, I forgot to tell you, wear a mask so you look like Woodchucker. That way they show up to his house. You know what I mean? Not mine. You know, that's what you want to do. Dress up like Woodchucker before you break into the military base, right? Right, Caleb? No. Caleb's like, shut up, you know. Anyhow, so that's what we got. We got this here, but there's a car right there. I can't get by it, so I'll just end up leaving this up here tonight or taking it. I store it down there, the mower and the lean-to down through there. Maybe I'll just back it down in there because I'm not planning on using the mower again until Friday. But then I got to come cut all this up. This is my cell firewood. Like, I'll bundle this up, and right now I only got 4 bundles up there, but this is the stuff I've been selling at the road a little bit at a time, and it goes pretty good. Can't complain about it. Let's see. Heck yeah, send you pictures. Don't have Facebook Messenger. Oh yeah. Heck yeah, don't have a translator. Oh man, the Spanish word pelado is naked. Pelado, put your clothes on for God's sake. Okay, all right guys. Hey, that's what I got. I appreciate you guys being in here. You know how it is. We will be back ahead of the lands on Thursday. Appreciate you guys watching. Hey, Michael S. Well, you know, I think I said hi. Yeah, YouTube, leave our worlds alone, you jerk. Yeah, that's what we got. Come back when you can stay later, ya schmucks.